It's your day in tech history, and it's brought to you by our friends over at DJI. Get yourself your own drone by going over to geekazine.com/DJI. Jeffrey Powers here. I welcome you to the Day in Tech History, a full rundown of technology history 7 days a week. Subscribe to the show via iTunes, Stitcher, or download right from dayintechhistory.com. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. May 10th. 1949, the first planetarium in the United States owned by a university opens at the University of Chapel Hill in North Carolina. The Moorhead Planetarium was one of the largest in the United States. 1950, the National Physical Laboratory's Pilot ACE, one of the first computers built in the United Kingdom, was completed at England's National Physical Laboratory. 1954, Gordon Kidd Teal of Texas Instruments announces the National Conference on Airborne Electronics in Dayton, Ohio, that TI had produced the first commercial mass-produced high-frequency germanium transistor. 1960, the nuclear submarine USS Triton completes the first underwater circumnavigation of the Earth. 1962, the classic monster movie Mothra was released to United States theaters. 1969, Earthrise, a photo taken by the crew of the Apollo 10, transmits the first color pictures of Earth from space. 1983, Atari forms a joint venture with MCA Video Games to create a coin-operated video game, home video games, and computer software based on motion pictures, television, or other properties of MCA. 1984, Hewlett-Packard introduced the HP 110 laptop computer. It featured a 5.33 MHz 8086 processor, 272 kilobytes of RAM, 384 kilobytes of ROM, flip-up LCD display, and MS-DOS 2.11, and cost $2,995. 1987, journalist G. Pascal Zachary publishes an article in Knight Ridder newspapers and affiliates entitled Atari Picks Up Momentum, referencing the Sunday Advocate in Connecticut, an analyst at D.H. Brown, Barbara Isger, stating that she expected the Atari will more than double its computer sales in 1987. 1997, an advanced access preview release of the B file system was released. Grandmaster Garry Kasparov reached a stalemate in the fifth of 6 games against IBM's Deep Blue supercomputer, and Florist's Transworld Delivery, or FTD, officially issues a statement denying the earlier Associated Press story that FTD experienced a critical computer outage on Thursday that may have affected thousands of Mother's Day orders. And in 1999, Apple Computer announced that over 800 Sears and Roebuck Company retail stores would begin selling the translucent iMac computer by Memorial Day weekend. Hasbro Interactive announced a license deal with Sony Signatures to market Qbert for the personal computer and popular video game consoles. And SC&T International announced a license partnership with VM Labs. According to the announcement, they would manufacture and market a variety of peripherals compatible with VM Labs' forthcoming Nuon DVD technology. And now this word from our friends over at DJI Technologies. The Phantom 3 has been released just in time for all your springtime flying. In both professional and advanced models, the Phantom is one of the most popular drones out there. And it can make you feel like a kid again, just like when you got your first RC car years ago. With video up to 4K, you can have fun taking overhead shots, aerial footage in parks or by the lake, or you can just fly over your house to see how many of your kids' toys ended up on the roof, or if your roof even survived the winter. I encourage you to go over to geekazine.com/DJI so you can get free shipping on that DJI Phantom, and it supports the Day in Tech History. Then go out to the park and have a ton of fun. Geeky fun with DJI. Now let's get back into your Day in Tech History. In 2000, Intel Corporation released the Itanium processor microarchitecture reference, and Universal Studios in California hosted the world premiere demonstration of the Metal Gear Solid 2 video game for PlayStation 2. 2001, Chosen, a 6.5-minute film by director Ang Lee, whose past credits included Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, was released on the internet as part of a film project financed by BMW. And Transatlantic cable TAT-14, completed on March 21st, begins its commercial service. 2002, the California State Controller computer system was hacked. 265,000 of people's personal information was exposed. 2004, at the Walt Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles, the Dear Friends musical from Final Fantasy concert was held, running for 2 hours and sponsored by Square Enix. Also in 2004, Microsoft holds a press conference in California. A video is shown titled The Novice, with Donald Trump poking fun at Sony executives and praising Microsoft executives for their online video game strategies. And the first official version of PowerPC was released. It's an architectural independent PowerPC platform emulator capable of running many PowerPC operating systems. 2005, Maple 10, the general-purpose commercial mathematics software package, was released. 2006, the developers of Black Mesa report a portion of the source code, codenamed Alpha 5, was leaked. Screenshots of the internal Alpha release have been reported on at least 2 forums. Also in 2006, at the Electronic Entertainment Expo, Nintendo president Satoru Iwata announced that Nintendo was unlikely to produce a new version of the Game Boy Advance in the future. And Opera announced that it would be developing a browser for Nintendo's Wii console. 2011, Microsoft announced it would acquire Skype for $8.5 billion. And in 2014, Facebook ends Poke and Facebook camera apps in the App Store. And that's your Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at DayInTechHist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2015, JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.